like to thank you for joining us on this lovely Friday here at G. Ken Adams Field. We're moments away from the first pitch as the Bombers are set to take on the Wauseon Indians in this non-conference matchup. We'll be back as soon as we've got some umpires and we're ready to play, so keep it right here. We'll be back shortly.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to G. Ken Adams Field, home of the Eden Bomber baseball. Our game today features the guests on the scoreboard. I don't either. Our guests on the scoreboard, the Indians of Wauseon High School versus our own Eden Bombers. Now let's meet the teams. First for Wauseon, non-starters, number 11, Jesus Candelan, and number 22, Cedric Taylor. Now your starting lineup. Leading off, doing the catching, number 4, Caleb Kissel. Batting second, the shortstop, number 8, Thad Rucker. Batting third, second baseman, number 2, Braylon Miller. Batting fourth, third baseman, number 32, Max Russell. Batting fifth, left fielder, number 1, Cale Albright. Batting sixth, first baseman, number 24, Maddox Schneider. Batting 7th, center fielder number 9, Jack Allstater. Batting 8th, designated hitter number 13, Rico Vasquez. He's batting for the pitcher number 12, Camden Sherman. And batting 9th, right fielder number 23, Lane Schindler. The Indians are coached by Trent Thomas, Jacob Newlove, and Julian Delgado. And now for the Bombers. Non-starters. Number 2, Bruno Santonia. Number 12, Wyatt Wheeler. Number 13, Gage Cisneros. Number 22, Caden Teal. And number 25, Zane Stahl. And now the starting lineup for our Bombers. Leading off and doing the pitching, number 5, Corbin Olds. Batting second at the shortstop, number 20, Christian Owens. Batting third, center fielder, number 10, Kyler Sapp. Batting fourth at DH, number 4, Braden Worley. He's batting for left fielder, number 7, Jackson Klinger. Batting fifth, third baseman, number 3, Corbin Chrisman. Batting sixth, and doing the catching, number 27, Caden Stantz. Batting seventh, first baseman, number 14, Lane Brandt. Batting eighth, right fielder, number 9, Zane Oberlin. And batting ninth, second baseman, number 11, Carter Stanke. The Bombers are coached by Brian Moore. He is assisted by Nate Garza, Chad Livensparger, Tanner Sanders, and Dakota Parrish. Ladies and gentlemen, we live in the greatest country in the world with freedoms like no other. To honor America, will you please rise? Gentlemen, remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem. Our umpires for today's game are Zach Grosjean and Cole Meyer. Welcome to Eden, gentlemen.
Welcome back to G. Ken Adams Field on another beautiful day for baseball. We've been treated to some good weather these past 2 days. Even better weather today than last night. The Bombers are hosting the Wauseon Indians in a non-conference matchup this Friday. Coming into this game, the Bombers are 9-7 overall. They finished 6-1 in the BBC, good enough for second place, just behind Montpelier, who went on to win the conference this year. Take a look at Wauseon. They're 4-10 overall, 3-4 in the NWAL, and that will put them in 7th for the year. Couple highlight players. Mason Thomas for the Wauseon Indians is batting a .442 with 38 hits and 31 runs scored, good enough for second best in the NWAL. So we'll keep a close eye on him today, see what he does at the plate for the Indians. The only common matchup between these two teams was against Fairview. The Bombers lost to Fairview, and the Indians did as well at the score of 8-2. Corbin Olds gets the ball for the Bombers today. A look at his stat line so far. He's pitched 14 innings in 4 appearances. He's got an ERA of 6. So looking to improve on that here today as we're getting set to play in this one.
Leading off for Wauseon. In the top of the first, the catcher, number 4, Caleb Kissel.
So the Indians' record not stellar at the 4-10, but keep in mind they play in a much more competitive league of the NWOAL as compared to the BBC. So Corbin Olds, a right-hander working from the stretch here. He kicks and fires. That one's going to be low for ball 1 to start this one. Olds has kind of seen some non-league matchups so far. I feel like most of his appearances have been against some tough competition. I remember a game against Tenora where he pitched. Just a great hitting team. He couldn't really do much to keep them from hitting it. But he's behind here 2-0 on the leadoff man, Kissel. And now it'll be 3-0. Good leadoff man here, Kissel. If he's thinking it out, he's going to wait till Olds gives him something to hit here. Going to take all the way on a 3-0 to start the game. And he will, but that will be in there for called strike 1. 3-1 the count now. So Olds trying to work back against Kissel. That one skied behind the plate. Stantz tries to go back for it, but well out of play. So now the count full. Olds trying to come all the way back from being down 3-0. Another good crowd at the ballpark tonight. If you missed it last night, was senior day. For the 4 Bomber seniors, we're without one of those this afternoon, Max Radeball, at a track meet, being a dual sport athlete. Breaking ball misses just a bit high, so Olds is going to walk the leadoff batter.
Now batting the shortstop, number 8, Thad Reckner.
So Reckner now with a chance here. Corbin Christmas is going to be playing on the infield grass, wary of a bunt in this scenario with nobody out here early in the game. No sign of squaring. Ropes that one into center field. Sapp coming on, makes the catch. Got a good jump on that one. Not his usual position, but with Radeball out today for track, Kyler Sapp headed to the outfield playing center field today.
The batter, second baseman, number 2, Braylon Miller.
So not a typical defensive alignment for the Bombers. Jackson Klinger going to take over left field responsibilities. Usually the pitcher Olds is out there, and Kyler Sapp out in center field. Breaking ball there, popped up to the first baseman, Brandt, foul territory. No, Corbin Olds cuts him off, calls that one off, and does a good job of making the catch. Quickly, we've got 2 away here with a runner on first. I don't think we've seen Sapp play the outfield really at all. Usually,
number 32, third baseman, Max Russell.
Usually he's primary shortstop for the Bombers, unless he's pitching. But good to see he's fit in well out there so far in this one. So runner takes off, stands to throw down. Looked like he had a chance there, but the runner will be safe. Christian Owens had to jump up to get that one a little bit. That throw a little lower. I think it was going to be real close. Had good speed out there on the base pass. It'll be 1-0 on Russell, the cleanup man for the Indians. That one misses just a bit outside, 1-1. Bombers had a good win last night against the Camden Redhawks in 5 innings. They won 12-1. As there's a cut and miss by Russell, it'll be 1-2. Bombers done in conference play so far this year, so at this point you've got maybe 1 game, 2 games, I guess, that matter for, well, really just 1 game tomorrow that matters for tournament seeding. The rest just trying to sharpen your skills. Great breaking ball there, hit down the left field line. That one is coming over. Zane Oberlin can't make the catch. That one kind of just bounced off of him. Real awkward. That one was kind of slicing towards foul, but Oberlin made contact with it in fair territory, so that's going to bring Kissel all the way around to score. It'll be 1-0 Indians with 2 away now for Albright.
The batter, left fielder, number 1, Cale Albright.
So an error there allows the Indians to score. Russell advanced all the way to second on that one. That one's in there, called strike one. Oberlin was just trying to make the catch on the run there and maybe over-pursued it a little bit. Looks like it kind of almost bounced off of his chest. Hopefully he's okay out there. Nonetheless, we play on with two away. Runner on second base. Good breaking ball there, called strike two. I remember last time Corbin Olds was on the mound, his curveball was very, very spot on. I mean, he was locating it well, it was breaking well, and it was definitely fooling the hitters. So early signs of that pitch working here. As he goes with a fastball, that one's back off the fence. So we'll go again at 0-2. Just a great day for baseball. Almost no wind, if any. It's kind of drifting out towards the left field, center field. And Olds gets a swing and miss. And he's going to be called out. Little confusion here. As that one might have been a foul ball that wasn't caught. And that was going to be a foul ball. So I think he got a piece of that one, and then Stance couldn't hold on to it. So not a strikeout there, not a drop third either. It'll just be a foul ball. So it'll still be 0-2 with two outs here after we get this one sorted out. Runner on second. And Olds can't get the chase upstairs. Good location for that pitch on 0-2. But Albright does a good job of not chasing there. Olds steadies, fires. Great breaking ball. Just a bit too far inside with that one. It'll be even count at 2-2 now. Outfield playing decent depth here. That one's poked out into left field. Jackson Klinger on to make the catch. So not your typical Bomber outfielders, but they're doing their job today as Wauseon scores off the error. It'll be 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the first.
Leading off for the Bombers. In the bottom of the first, the pitcher, number 5, Corbin Olds.
So your typical leadoff man, Max Raidaball, not here today. Corbin Olds is going to take over that responsibility as he looks to get the Bombers going in this one. We're in the bottom of the first inning. Indians jumped out and scored 1 in the top. So it'll be 1-0 as Camden Sherman starts off with a first pitch strike. Olds takes that one just a bit outside, 1-1 now. Umpires for today, Zach Grosjean and Cole Meyer. He is behind the plate. That one just a bit low. It'll be 2-1. And I think second day in a row, we haven't really had to deal with high winds like we did the first couple weeks of the season. And that one misses, maybe a little bit upstairs. It'll be 3-1 now on Olds. That one he's got to get out of the way of, so he'll be on with a leadoff walk is Corbin Olds.
The batter, shortstop, number 20, Christian Owens.
So now it'll be Christian Owens in to keep it going here for the Bombers. As he squares to bunt, and now they got Olds hung up at first, but no throw down there. Owens pulled back the bunt there, but decided he didn't like that one. So it'll be 1-0 on Owens. We'll see if he squares the bunt. He does, and he gets that one down right back to the pitcher. He'll decide just to go to first, get the guaranteed out. And Christian Owens does his job of advancing Corbin Olds down to second base. Good bunt there.
Now batting center fielder, number 10, Kyler Sapp.
Good bunt there by Owens. You like to see your guys playing small ball well as we get closer and closer to the tournament. Had plenty of stolen bases last night against Camden. No sign there as Sapp takes a breaking ball in there called strike one. Sapp hitting very well on the year. Batting a .533 to lead the way for the Bombers as he takes called strike two on a fastball. Not a big strikeout guy. Not too many at all this year for Sapp. Let's see what he does here behind 0-2 in the count. Good job of always just making some kind of contact, putting the ball in play. As that breaking ball misses outside 1-2 now. With a great location there from Sherman. Sapp did not chase. Corbin Olds stands on second base. Second baseman in there holding him on a little. As Sapp takes outside, 2-2 now. Sherman looks to have decent velocity so far here. Not overpowering, but definitely not batting practice. As Sapp flies that one out to shortstop, is camped out under it and makes the catch. Does Thad Recker. So there'll be two away here in the bottom of the first inning.
The batter, designated hitter, number 4, Braden Worley.
Braden Worley, the DH for the Bombers. As I've said in the past, he's been excellent as a designated hitter so far this year. Had a base-clearing triple last night. He'll look to add on here today as he takes strike one. Had that good hit, bounced off the wall out in right field, cleared the bases, and he ended up standing on third here last night. As that breaking ball misses a little low, 1-1. Bombers in action again tomorrow at Edgerton. That one going to be really important for tournament seeding. I think we're going to see Christian Owens on the mound when the Bombers travel to Edgerton. That one narrowly misses Worley. It'll be 2-1 now. And I guess again on Tuesday, the Bombers travel to West Unity. That one could also have some seeding implications. Well, no, it couldn't because the selection is Sunday for the tournament. Braden Worley, that one's going to be foul. As he hustled that one all the way out to first, he'll have to walk back. And he'll be facing a 2-2 count with 2 away. Bombers trying to take advantage of the leadoff walk. Corbin Olds stands on second after a sacrifice bunt by Christian Owens. Worley, good power. If he can put something in the gap here, I believe Olds would have the speed to score out there from second. And he's called strike 3. Down on strikes goes Worley. Bombers strand their lone runner. It'll be 1-0 as we head to the second inning.
After 1 inning, Wauseon 1. Leading off for the Indians in the top of the second, first baseman, number 24, Maddox Schneider.
So Schneider climbs in for the top of the second inning. Wauseon Indians lead it 1-0 after they scored on an error in the top of the first. That ball misses from Corbin Olds. It'll be 1-0. Deals again. Going to be in about the same spot there, 2-0 now. Olds seen limited action, coming in to relieve a few occasions. 14 innings of work so far this year as he fires strike 1. Just a great day for baseball here. Looks like weather good for tomorrow as well. As that one hit hard but foul down the third base line. Again, missing Max Radeball and Parker Moyer as they're at a track meet today, so Bomber defense a little mixed up. Great breaking ball there by Corbin Olds. Gets the swing and miss from Schneider.
Now batting center fielder, number 9, Jack Allstater.
So now Allstater will get a chance here. The second lefty of the Indians lineup. That's one thing. The Bombers only have one lefty in Brant. I feel like a lot of other teams, remember last week Fairview, they had about 5 left-handed hitters in their lineup. It'll be 1-0 now on Allstater. As they get the chase there, as that one goes a little low. 2-0 now. Might be somewhat of a bullpen game here today. Don't know how long Corbin Olds going to go for. That one misses upstairs, 3-0 now. I think Christian Owens will be saved for tomorrow against the Bulldogs, as that's called, strike 2. that important game. And then you've still got Lane Brandt and Corbin Chrisman. That one's roped down the first base side. Fair as he's being sent to 2. We might see extra bases. Great throw from the outfield, but off target. Good throw out there. Good job by Zane Oberlin to get that one in quick, but to throw a little off target. I don't think he would have got him anyway. So that'll be a double for Allstater with one away here.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 13, Rico Vasquez.
That one was roped down the first base line. Got between Brandt and the fair. I mean, it was barely fair, but it was hit very hard. Got out there in a hurry. So it'll be a runner on second with one away here. It's middle infield doing a good job of keeping him close. Stance blocks that one. Can't find it and will not throw. That one kind of got under the umpire's feet. Stance not able to locate that one in time to have a chance to throw out the runner. So good jump by Allstater has him standing on third with Vasquez now at the plate. That one drilled into center field deep enough, but Kyler Sepp going to be there to make the catch. He'll try to throw home, but that's going to be a long throw and off target. So it'll be 2-0 as Vasquez does his job driving that one deep enough to allow the runner to score from third. Indians extend their lead 2-0 now.
Now batting right fielder, number 23, Lane Schindler.
Exactly what you want to see out of your hitters there with only one out. Just drive it somewhere deep enough, get that run to score. So now it will be the number 9 hitter, Schindler, with a 1-0 count. Just bit inside there. Seems like if Olds is missing anywhere, it's kind of inside. Maybe a little low so far today. Hopefully he can make the adjustment. Again, that one a low and inside. Is working pretty fast here, but he is already behind 3-0. As comes back with a good strike there. 3-1. And great day for baseball. Sun's out, no clouds. Cut and miss there. Big swing by Schindler. As now the payoff pitch comes from Corbin Olds. Got a swing there. Fouled down the right side line. We'll go again at 3-2. That one finds the parking lot. Big pitch here. Olds trying to get out of the inning. As that one roped to Christian Owens off his glove on the diving attempt. Great effort there by Owens, but just not long enough to make that catch. So it'll be a 2-out single for Lane Schindler. Inning will continue.
Now batting number 4, Caleb Kessel.
Know if Christian Owens might have broken the shades there on that one. As they, yep, definitely looks like they're handing pieces off. So he'll get a pair from a teammate as he's going to need some new sunglasses. Great effort there, but just out of the reach on that one. So it'll be 2 outs, runner on first base. Indians trying to add to their 2-0 lead here in the top of the second. Not a huge lead over there by Schindler. As a square, and Stance fires. Great throw, and Owens can't come up with it. And he kind of took the brunt of that slide there. That throw was awesome by Caden Stance, but Christian Owens just couldn't come up with it. And then he kind of took the full force of Schindler sliding there. Hopefully he's okay. 2 back-to-back, not a great place for Owens as he breaks his sunglasses, then gets tackled. As that one misses upstairs, 2-0. Seems to be a tough kid, though. He's hanging in there, no problem. So another runner in scoring position for the Indians. Called strike one. Olds checks the runner and deals. That one's fouled back behind the plate. 2-2 now. So leadoff man for the Indians, Kissel, he walked his first time around as Olds begins working through the order for the second time. Checking the runner. Good job of mixing it up. As that breaking ball gets out in front of the plate, they've got the runner caught up, but he scrambles back. As Brian Moore sets his infielder straight there. Maybe weren't paying a lot of attention there. Caden Stance, he'll throw it, no problem. As he blocks one there, another good jump, but doesn't go anywhere. As Kissel will be aboard with his second walk of the afternoon. Well,
now batting number 8, Thad Reckner.
We'll say Caden Stance has done a great job behind the plate so far this year for the Bombers, and he's not afraid to throw it. I think had Owens been standing on second, they kind of had the runner caught up there. I don't really doubt Caden Stance would have fired that one. That one's hit hard past Owens at short. They'll wave the runner around. Jackson Klinger fires it into second. Run will score. Standing up, it's 3-0 Indians. Thad Recker with an RBI single to extend the lead to 3.
Now batting number 2, Braylon Miller.
That just a hard hit ground ball there. Not much you can do. Good to see Olds is inducing ground balls. They're not hit. They're hitting it hard, but not long fly balls. So that's good so far. As Miller faces a 1-0 count here with 2 away. That one misses inside, 2-0. Olds has been starting most of these at-bats behind 3-0, 2-0. Done a good job to battle back. Only 2 walks so far today, but needs to start on top. That one misses low. He's behind 3-0 again. The runners on first and second with 2 away. Bombers trying to get that last out here. As there was a take all the way by Miller, but called strike one. This may be the 5th or 6th 3-0 count that Olds has had so far. As that one just missed inside. That one looked good. But it will be another walk as the bases are now loaded for Max Russell.
The batter, number 32, Max Russell.
Russell had that hard hit ball out to right field that was dropped, allowing a run to score in the top of the first. That one misses low. Good job by Stance to block that one. He'll throw down to third. Gets past Chrisman. Don't know if that, I don't know. That's a tough one there. As a run will score, it'll make it 4-0 as all the runners advance. The runner kind of, I don't know. Chrisman tried to catch it there and then got taken out by the runner, so he couldn't even get up to get the ball. It was a good throw by Stance, but he's not able to hang on to it down there at third. Will lead to another run scored for the Indians. They're up 4 here in the top of the second inning. That one golf swing there nearly took off Corbin Olds. As the runner will come around, Sapp's got the arm. Great throw, but no. They'll throw it to second, and he's safe there too. So it'll be everybody safe with 2 runners scoring on that one. 6-0 now Indians. That was a hard hit ball. Corbin Olds almost, he reached his arm out, but that one was a scary one. That one definitely could have got a hold of him. Sapp had a good hard throw in, but just
now batting number 1, Cale Albright.
Just on the first base side of home plate, didn't have a play for Caden Stance. He knew it, and he cut that one off, tried to send it down to second. Close play, but the runner was safe. That one's in there, called strike one. We'll say another note about Caden Stance. He's got great baseball IQ there. I mean, he knew he didn't have a play at the plate. There was no chance he was tagging out the runner, so he tried to get the out down at second. Good breaking ball there. Good to see that pitch working for Corbin Olds as he's up 0-2 now. So Indians have put up, what would be 4 runs here with 2 outs. Bombers struggling to get out of this inning. Another breaking ball there. Chop, swing, foul. It'll be 0-2 again. Albright flew out to left field last time he was at the plate. But now he's got a runner on second. As he tips that one foul again, as it bounces back up to the catcher. Still 0-2. Max Russell, the runner at second base, has a healthy lead, nothing crazy. Olds deals to the plate. Good breaking ball there. Chop swing to Corbin Chrisman. Are they going to call that one fair? They are. I don't know if I agreed with that one. Corbin Chrisman lets that one roll a few more feet. It was foul. So it'll be a defensive call here from Stance with runners on the corners.
The batter, number 24, Maddox Schneider.
You know, the umpire definitely has a better look at it than we do up here, but that one looked like it was getting foul. Corbin Chrisman kind of 1 foot in, 1 foot out of fair territory. Maybe he should have let that one roll. As that one is back over the backstop for strike one. So perhaps an infield single for Cale Albright, as there was no throw on that previous play. This will be Schneider now, struck out last time up to bat. Now he's got runners on the corners. As the runner at first goes, the throw all the way through, cut off by Stanky, now to the plate, not going to be in time. And no, they will not advance to third. That's third or fourth time we've seen the Bombers try that one and not able to get an out there. Good play in theory, but in practice it has not worked so far for the Bomber defense this year. Go back to a game with Fairview. That was kind of the breaking point of that game. Once we allowed a couple runs on a play similar to that, and the Apaches able to break it open again. Montpelier, close game there. Allowed a couple runs on a similar play. Good in theory, but Bombers have not been able to execute that one this year. That one's roped into center field. Kyler Sapp drifting back with it. And that will end the inning. Wauseon Indians score 6 in the top of the second. They lead at 7-0. Bombers need to bring their bats when they come around here in the bottom of the second. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Leading off for Eden in the bottom of the second. Third baseman, number 3, Corbin Chrisman.
So Bombers behind 7-0 here as we start the bottom of the second. Action up in the bullpen. It's the left-hander warming Lane Brandt. Chrisman cut on and missed that one 0-1. We thought today might be sort of a bullpen game, and appears to be that way as Brandt already warming here in the second. Chrisman fouls that one back out of play. He's behind 0-2 early in this one. Again, you got Brandt yet. You've got Corbin Chrisman, another arm, if you're saving Christian Owens for tomorrow. Breaking ball there, chopped into the air, into center field. Everybody's going to converge on that one. Wow, that was a good play out there by Jack Allstater. I think he did make the catch. That was kind of three guys all converging there. And Allstater come on, kind of a half dive, half slide catch there. Good play for out number one.
The catcher, number 27, Caden Stance.
I was not confident he would come up with that one, but good play out there in center. So now Caden Stance climbs in with one away. Sherman, the pitcher, working from the windup here. Good breaking ball there. Haven't seen that too much so far today, but that one looked good. Again, not overpowering speed. As he sees a fastball there, Stance hammers that one into center. Allstater comes on again and makes the catch to record the second out here in the bottom of the second.
Now batting first baseman, number 14, Lane Brandt.
Brandt now trying to get things going here for the Bombers as they are behind 7-0 in this one. Brandt hammers that one out into left field. Going to be a tough play, and wow, what a diving catch there by Cale Albright. Kind of caught that one off to the side there. Good defense for the Indians as they retire the Bombers in order.
Indians 7, Bombers 0.
So it'll be 7-0. Bombers back out on the field for the top of the third when we come back.
Now pitching for Eden, number 14, Lane Brandt. Leading off for the Indians, the top of the third, center fielder, number 9, Jack Allstater.
That'll be the end of the road for Corbin Olds here today as that one's hammered out into right field, right at Oberlin over his head. That one's going to get to the wall. And he will be in at second, standing up. So leadoff double there just over, I don't know, Oberlin maybe didn't take the first step back there as that one got right over his head. So that'll be the second double of the day for Allstater.
The batter, number 13, Rico Vasquez.
So Corbin Olds ends the day. 2 innings pitched, 4 hits, 7 runs, 5 of those earned, 3 walks, and a strikeout. Lane Brandt, the left-hander, now in for the Bombers. That one inside gets away from Stance. Runner down to third. No throw. He'll be in there safely. Couple defensive changes for the Bombers. Kyler Sapp comes in to play shortstop. Christian Owens slides over to first. Brandt obviously in the pitch, and Corbin Olds heads out to center field. Brandt has 8 innings pitched so far this year. Haven't seen him a ton. Again, similar to Corbin Olds, you've seen him against some of those tougher opponents. So the stats maybe a little misleading as he hasn't got too many league games. Did have a good game against Fayette, where the Bombers beat Fayette 13-1. I think that was the last appearance for Brandt. He's behind 2-0 here on Vasquez. That one misses inside. It'll be 3-1 now. Bombers trying to stay in this one. Keep it close. That one again misses inside. So it'll be a 4-pitch walk for Vasquez.
Batter number 23, Lane Schindler.
So Caden Stance calls out the defensive play here from behind the plate with runners on the corners. Last time we saw a throw down to second cutoff by the second baseman in an attempt to get the guy coming home. See what the Bomber defense has dialed up on this one. Vasquez not looking to run, as definitely the left-hander on the mound makes it a lot trickier to get a good jump over there at first. Brandt checking on the runner, fires in there, called strike one. Almost probably 2 weeks since we've seen Brandt on the mound. Maybe he just needs to settle back in here, find that zone. Breaking ball there, perhaps fouled out of play, 1-2. Again, Wauseon coming into this one 4-10, Bombers 9-7. Both trying to notch another win here toward the end of the year. Brandt kicks and fires. That one's a high fastball. Fouled back. Stance ranging over. Makes the grab. Good diving attempt there at the very end. Maybe had a hard time reading that one. Makes a good adjustment at the very end to record the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 4, Caleb Kissel.
So now the Indians working their third time through the order here in the top of the third. They lead at 7-0. Kissel with 2 walks in those 2 plate appearances so far today. One misses outside, 1-0. As Brandt now steadies, checking on those runners and fires. In there called strike one. It'll be 1-1 with 1 away here. Bombers have committed 4 errors out in the field. That's part of the reason they're behind here in this one. That one misses upstairs. Ball 2. Again, great day for baseball. Great to see quite a few fans out here in the stands today. As Brant deals. And again, missed just a hair outside, 3-1. Not missing by much here, but trying to just find that strike zone. Is this his first inning of work so far this afternoon? Cut on and foul tipped. It'll be a full count now. Trying to avoid back-to-back walks. Well, not back-to-back walks. We had a fly out in between. Trying to avoid his second walk of the inning. Brant, that one hit over the head of Chrisman at third. Out into left field. A run will score. And Vasquez advances to second base. Good RBI single there for Kissel. It'll be 8-0 Indians.
The batter, number 8, Thad Ruckner.
So it'll be Reckner now, 1-for-2 so far. Good breaking ball, hit deep into center field. Corbin Olds going back, makes the catch. But that one deep enough to allow Vasquez to advance, but the throw was close. Good job, good relay there from Olds to Sapp to Chrisman at third to make it a close play. So they'll be two-way with runners on the corners. Again, Stantz going to call out a defensive alignment.
Number 2, Braylon Miller.
Miller 0-for-1 with a walk. He's going to try to add to that 8-0 lead. Again, runners on the corners two-way here. See what the Bombers have dialed up if we see a steal here. That one grounded to Chrisman at third. He fires over to first in time to end the inning. Bombers give up one there. Do a good job of stranding two. It'll be 8-0 Indians as we head to the bottom of the third inning.
Leading off for the Bombers in the bottom of the third, right fielder, number 9, Zane Oberlin.
This will be the number 8 hitter for the Bombers as they try to get the offense going here in this one. They trail 8-0 here in the bottom of the third inning. As he takes outside 1-0. Action again in the Bomber bullpen, but it's still Lane Brandt maybe trying to work on a couple of his pitches here. As he already entered the game. As that one's roped out in the left. That one is deep over the head of the left fielder and will roll to the warning track. Zane Oberlin with a towering hit there. He'll be on second standing up. Good start to the inning for the Bombers.
Now batting second baseman, number 11, Carter Stanky.
So that'll be the first hit of the day for the Eden Bombers. As Zane Oberlin ropes one to the wall. Stanky takes high, ball 1. Zane Oberlin standing in scoring position. He's third or fourth runner the Bombers have had today. As that one skips toward the backstop, he'll be 90 feet closer now as he stands on third. Great opportunity here for the senior Carter Stanky to knock in a run with nobody out. He puts this one anywhere on the outfield grass. Oberlin going to have the chance to score. As Stanky fouls that one back out of play. 2-2 now. Two and one, maybe. As that one, now Oberlin racing to the plate. He'll dive in there with no throw. Bombers are on the board. It's 8-1 now. Not exactly sure what the count is. Hopefully we get a signal from the umpire here. Is Zane Oberlin able to score on the wild pitch? Good to see he came all the way around after the leadoff double. 3-1 is the count. Got the signal from the umpire. Carter Stanky trying to keep the momentum going here as he takes inside. He'll be aboard on balls here. And now we flip to the top of the order for the Bombers.
Now batting number 5, Corbin Olds.
Olds reached via walk last time he was at the plate. Ended up getting bunted over to second base, but remained there. Nobody was able to scratch him across. Decent jump there by Stanky. Decides not to go after the good block behind the plate by Kissel. Again, Lane Brandt still warming out there in the bullpen. Not sure if he's trying to work out a sore muscle or just try to get a pitch dialed in, but threw plenty of pitches last inning. That one skips away. Another wild pitch sends Stanky down to second. He'll round hard, and he'll stay there. We'll say he's done a good job on the base paths, taking extra bases. As the Wauseon coach is going to call time, go talk to his pitcher, Sherman. Carter, definitely an opportunist out there on the base path, similar to his older brother, Ethan. They both had a knack for taking an extra base here and there when you weren't paying attention, maybe not expecting it. He rounded second hard there, but decided to stay put. Doesn't look like we're going to get a pitching change here. Just some words of wisdom from the coach. It will still be Sherman for the Indians. We're here in the bottom of the third. Nobody out. Bombers trailing 8-1. As we flip to the top of the order now. Looks like we're all set and ready to go. Corbin Olds with the 2-0 count. Couple wild pitches prompted the mound visit from the Indians coach. Nobody holding Carter Stanky on. Looks like that conversation worked. Sherman fires strike one. Now Brandt headed in from the bullpen. Feels like he's ready to go. As Olds chases up high. Count now even at 2-2. Sherman trying to work back here in this one. Still nobody out. And Corbin Olds takes just a bit outside there. 3-2 now. Count moving to full. Love to see him get on here. Your best hitters coming up in Owens and Sapp. Love to have two runners on for those guys. As that one is popped up, going to be foul. Can the first baseman get there in time? No. Maddox Schindler not able to get over there in time as that one escaped up toward the bullpen. You know, if you catch that one there, you're definitely advancing Stanky over to third. All the momentum headed out toward right field. Schindler not going to be able to turn and make that throw over to third in time. But you save the out. Corbin Olds getting another chance here at 3-2. Hammers that one foul down the third base line. Good at bat here from today's leadoff man, Corbin Olds. He's working that 3-2 count. Has a runner free to move. Called strike three. After battling there for a while, Corbin Olds goes down on strikes looking. Bring Christian Owens up to the plate.
Now batting number 20, Christian Owens.
Owens had a pretty good bunt last time that advanced the leadoff man, but nothing came of that one. But he'll have a chance with a runner on second. Breaking ball in there, called strike one. Good breaking ball there from Sherman. Carter Stanky, decent speed out there at second. Owens able to put this one on the outfield grass somewhere. Pretty good chance of Stanky scoring. That one hit up the middle to the second baseman. He goes down to a knee, flips it over, and retires Christian Owens. But Carter Stanky able to advance down to third. Good play there by Braylon Miller.
Now batting number 10, Kyler Sapp.
So Sapp with a great opportunity here to give the Bombers another run with two outs here in the bottom of third. That one hit back up the middle, not able to handle it, is the shortstop, Thad Recker, and Kyler Sapp with an RBI. I'm honestly impressed that Recker got over to that one and had a chance. He came a long way. Just didn't get the hop he needed.
Batter number 4, Braden Worley.
So Carter Stanky scores, making it an 8-2 ball game in favor of the Indians. Yeah, Recker really ranged over there. Just not able to come up with that one. Worley chases one high, 0-1. Would have been a tough throw with the speed of Sapp chugging along down to first, but does a good job of keeping it in the infield. Run does score. Braden Worley now, 0-1. Breaking ball. Missed upstairs, 1-1. Kyler Sapp, a good stolen base threat. He's got a healthy lead at first. Worley hits that one, nearly gets Sapp. The second baseman not able to get there in time. And good single there for Braden Worley. Good jump by Miller.
Batter number 3, Corbin Chrisman.
It was a good jump by Miller playing second base, but just able to get out of his reach was the hard hit ball by Braden Worley. So we've got runners on first and second with two away here for Corbin Chrisman. He flew out last time at the plate as he takes a ball downstairs, 1-0. Two outs here. You're probably not going to see Sapp stealing second, but got to think he'll score on a base hit. Takes that one upstairs, 2-0. Bombers offense showing a little life here in the bottom of the third against Sherman. They kind of faltered there in those first 2 innings as Chrisman takes a strike, 2-1. In fact, it was the leadoff man, Zane Oberlin, that recorded the first hit for the Bombers in this game in the top, or just to lead off this inning. As Chrisman waves and misses, it'll be 2-2 with 2 away. If he were to go to a full count here, runners would have a head start. But it's 2-2 now. One missed. Sapp takes off anyway. He'll be in there with a stolen base. Braden Worley trails behind him. So now it'll be runners on second and third. Corbin Chrisman, great opportunity here to do some damage. Braden Worley showed off that speed last night with a triple. Now you're looking at 2 RBIs. You put it in play and just missed outside. Bases will be loaded for the catcher, Caden Stantz now.
Batter number 27, Caden Stantz.
So Sapp's stolen base doesn't really mean anything now as the bases are loaded after the walk. It's another good stat to add to his impressive year so far this year. Sherman now from the windup. Stantz fouls that one back out of play. It'll be 0-1. Stantz batting a .237 on the season this year. Everybody got a pretty good lead with 2 away here in the bottom of the third. As that one's roped out to the outfield, but caught by Cale Albright. Good job of Stantz to hit that ball hard, but he just hit it to the wrong spot.
3 innings, Wauseon 8, Eden 2.
Bombers leave the bases loaded, but they're able to score 2. It'll be 8-2 as we head to the top of the fourth.
Leading off for Wauseon in the top of the fourth, number 32, Max Russell.
Fourth inning about to get underway here in this one. Wauseon Indians have jumped out to an 8-2 lead. Bomber offense came alive there in the bottom of the third to score a couple. Lane Branton in his second inning of work here as he misses upstairs, ball 1. Saw him head out to the bullpen in between innings. Not entirely sure why. He just wanted to work on things a little more before coming out here in the top of the fourth. As that one is sky high, Going to be a tough play. Who's going to call for it? Stanky misses the catch. And that will be another error for the Bomber defense. Tough play there as Stanky had to go back for it.
The batter, number 1, Cale Albright.
I don't know. To me, playing second base, that was a very tough play. I think Zane Oberlin should have took charge there. He definitely could have been there in time. That's a much easier play running forward rather than backpedaling if you're the second baseman. That one, check swing foul, 0-1. So it'll be the leadoff man standing on first base after the error of the fifth so far for the Bomber defense. Need to clean it up today. Had been good as of late. Defense playing well, but this one struggled a little bit. That one misses outside. 1-1 now the count. Albright. Left-handed hitter for the Indians. That one flied out. Sapp going back. He makes the grab. So that'll be one out. He throws it to first. Attempt at the double play. Good job by Owens to dive after that one. As there'll be one out now. I don't know what was going on out there. People yelling that Sapp didn't catch that one. But
Batter number 24, Maddox Schneider.
definitely looked as if he caught it from here. Threw it over to first, tried to get the double play, but just not in time. So there'll be one away. Misses ball 1. Schneider 0 for 2 so far today. A good block there by Stance as that one falls into the dirt. Keeps the runner from advancing. It'll be 2-1. Again, runner on first with one away. Brandt fires that one, fouled back out of play. It'll be 2-2 now on Schneider. No stolen base attempts for the Indians so far today. Is that one? Oh, gets foul over the Bomber dugout. We'll go again at 2-2. Brandt working in the pitching mound there, trying to get it how he likes it. And really surprised the Indians haven't tried to swipe a base here. As that one right to Sapp, runner falls down. And it will be tagged for a double play. That one a rocket off the bat right to Sapp. He gets the double play that time. Runner just couldn't really do much about that one as he fell down. So good double play by the Bomber defense to put up a scoreless inning there. Again, 8-2 as we head to the bottom of the fourth.
Leading off for Eden, in the bottom of the fourth, number 14, Lane Brandt.
Bottom of the fourth inning here. Due up for the second time is Lane Brandt. Had a hit stolen from him out in left field on a hard hit ball last time at the plate. As he hits that one hard toward first, gets onto the first baseman, but the pitcher Sherman over there in time to retire Brandt. So one pitch, one out there on the stellar defense by the Indians.
The batter, number 9, Zane Oberlin.
Oberlin, the first run scored for the Bombers today as he had a double off the wall out to left. As he watches one outside. He ended up advancing on a couple wild pitches and then coming around to score. Last time he was at the plate as he gets hit by that one. No, that's going to be a call to foul ball as it came off the end of the bat. Just unfortunate there. He couldn't get the bat out of the way in time. It'll be 1-1. Sherman pitched a good game so far in this one, as that one's called strike one. Last inning was kind of the only time he struggled. It's a handful of walks, but other than that, been pretty good. Breaking ball in there, misses a little high. We'll even up at 2-2 now. Oberlin batting at .238 so far this season. As that one's fouled back out of play. Good job to fight that one off. That one finds the parking lot. We are in the bottom of the fourth here. Sherman deals. Another great job to foul that one off by Oberlin. Staying in this count, 2-2. Sherman now fires. A little high off the glove of the catcher. He'll work a full count now. Bombers have done a better job of not striking out here lately. Now I say that, but don't want to jinx the hitter here. We'll see what happens at 3-2. Again, good job to fight that one off. But it seemed like early in the season, the Bombers were striking out quite a bit. Seemed like they struggled. A lot of got caught looking quite a bit. Just the strikeout numbers, a lot higher than you'd like to see. But as of late, I feel like they've cut those numbers down. Done a good job of putting the ball in play. Zane Oberlin has a heck of a bat so far here. He puts that one in play to the shortstop. Heath gloves it, throws it over, and gets the second out of the inning. Good at bat there for Oberlin, but not able to reach.
The batter, number 11, Carter Stanky.
Now Carter Stanky climbs in with two away here. Bombers trying to cut into that 8-2 lead. Stanky walked last time he was up to bat. Gets out of the way of that one as it comes inside and upstairs, ball one. Wind practically non-factor here in this one as the flag droops down low. That one put in play softly back to Sherman. No, called foul ball by the umpire. Maybe came out of the box there. Yeah, that flag barely moving out there in center field. It's just a great day for baseball. Not any clouds, plenty of sunshine here at G. Ken Adams Field. Probably the best weather we've had all year. As Carter Stanky awaits the 1-1 upstairs, ball two. Hope you get a good week of games in next week. Bombers travel to West Unity, are here home against Pettysville. As Stanky does a good job fouling that one off, it's going to get out of play. It'll be 2-2 now. I'm not entirely sure who is on the schedule Friday. The original schedule posting was supposed to be Fayette in a non-league game here at home, but Game Changer says a game at Paulding, so we'll keep you updated on that one. Not sure where Bombers will be Friday. 2-2 to Stanky. Good job of putting that one in play, and it's fumbled by the second baseman. Gathers himself in time to throw over and retire Stanky. Bombers go down in order in the bottom of the fourth. It's 8-2. We'll be back
After 4 innings,
in a couple minutes here
8,
for the
Bombers
5th
2.
inning.
Leading off for the Indians, in the top of the 5th, number 9, Jack Allstater.
Well, get started here in the 5th inning. This one going by pretty quick. As the Indians lead it 8-2. Lane Brandt out for his 3rd inning of work. He's done good so far in this one. Allowing 2 runs back in the 3rd. 1 run, back in the 3rd. Put up a scoreless inning last time. We're going to do that here in the 5th. That one hit hard but foul. That one's going to get all the way out to the bullpen. It'll be 1-1. That'll send Coach Brian Moore jogging out all the way to the bullpen to get that one. Good effort there by the coach. Chase down that foul ball. So Lane Brandt now with the 1-1. Good breaking ball there. Got the called strike 2. Allstater 2 for 2 with a single and a double. As Brian Moore is walking it back here to the dugout. That one bounces in the dirt. 2-2. It's all great hustle out there by the coach, but now he's pretending to adjust the outfield as he's slowly making his way back to the dugout. That one popped up in the air. Lane Brandt not even going to have to move. Camps under that one. Makes the grab for the first out of the inning. He might have came 2 steps off the mound to retire Allstater. So now it'll be Rico Vasquez.
The batter, number 13, Rico Vasquez.
He had a sac fly today as well as a walk. Lane Brandt coming from the windup here. That one hit softly foul. Got the end of the bat there. It'll be 0-1. Missed it last night, was senior day. Had a short little presentation after the game. Go back on our YouTube channel and watch that if you so choose. That one misses in the dirt, 1-1 now. Add on to that, any game, we've broadcasted so far this year is available on YouTube. Big swing and miss there on the breaking ball. Brandt definitely fooled Vasquez there. It'll be 1-2. Interested to see if Brandt will go back to that pitch there, as Vasquez was very fooled. Goes fastball, drilled out to left field. That one's going to get foul. So he was definitely on that one, maybe even a little ahead. So Vasquez will go again at 1-2. One out here in the top of the fifth inning. Check half swing, foul ball. Doing a good job to battle here is Vasquez. 8-2 is our score in this one. Getting toward the later stages of the game. Got one out here, top of 5. Brandt fires, called strike 3. Sat him down after a good at bat there by Vasquez. Brandt comes back to get him. They'll be 2-way.
The batter, number 23, Lane Schindler.
Number 9 hitter for the Indians up here. Brandt do good here to retire this batter and end at the bottom of the lineup. That one hit softly foul. Gets down the third base side. Yeah, you think if Brandt could get Schindler here, he'd be in good position. With the top of the order coming up in the top of the 6th inning. He deals low in the dirt, 1-1. I think you could still turn to Corbin Chrisman here. Or even Zane Stoll. We've seen him come in late in games this year for the Bombers if Brandt were to run out of steam. That one up high, 2-1. No signs of it here so far as he's in his 3rd inning of work. But, you know, in a non-league game, if you're still down several runs, you might give another guy a chance. Swing and miss there. Good breaking ball by Brandt. I think everybody thought that one was strike 3 as the infielders started to run in. But only 2-2. Brandt trying to put up another scoreless frame here. Swung on and missed. He struck him out in a big spin there. The left-hander looked a little excited after that one. The score 8-2 as we go to the Bomber half of the 5th inning.
Leading off for Eden in the bottom of the fifth. The batter, number 5, Corbin Olds.
This will be the top of the lineup here for the Bombers, due up in the bottom of the fifth. They trail 8-2, trying to climb back in this one. Corbin Olds is the guy who can get it started here for the Bombers. He takes a good breaking ball in there, called strike one. Bomber offense put 2 runs up in the third. Other than that, been pretty quiet on the bats. That one sky high, out to short, Wrecker under it, and dropped it. He dropped it. Had that one, tried to catch it off to the side one-handed. That's why you camp out under it. Use 2 hands, kids. That's why we do that. As Corbin Olds reaches on the error.
The batter, number 20, Christian Owens.
Maybe that error can give a little life here to the Bomber offense. Christian Owens, the man at the plate now. Haven't seen a stolen base so far, as that one misses. Corbin Olds does have pretty good speed out there, but, you know, you're down 6 here. Got a little energy there with a good defensive inning, and now you got your leadoff man on the error. You'd hate to screw that up. Looks like he'll stay put. Sherman, over 70 pitches now in this one, as he's into his 5th inning of work here. He steadies now, checks the runner and fires. Owens hits that one hard to second. Double play chance here. The runner's out. And they do turn in. Any momentum the Bombers had snuffed out there by a good defensive play by the Indians. It would have been Miller fielding that hard hit ball, flipping it over to Wrecker and on to first to retire Corbin Owens.
Number 10, Kyler Sapp.
Corbin Olds and Christian Owens. So there's 2 outs very quickly for Kyler Sapp. Singled his last time at the plate. Takes a breaking ball there. Strike one. Hey, you thought Bombers might have been building something. Good inning pitched by Lane Brandt. And then you come in, get the first guy on an error. But then the double play. But that's baseball. It'll be 1-1 on Sapp. Again, he's batting a .533 to lead the Bombers this year. He's had a heck of a year. Fouls that one off of the umpire there, so we'll pause a second. You got to think Kyler Sapp's going to be a first-team BBC player. What he's done on the mound and certainly at the plate with that .533 average. If I had to guess, rate of ball going to be up there. Not sure who else. I'm sure we'll have a couple other nods, maybe some more first-teamers, a couple second-teamers, maybe some honorable mentions as the Bombers are second in the BBC. I think we've got some of the better players as Sherman stumbles on that one. It'll be 2-2. We will see what the coaches decide at the end of the season. I definitely think you have a couple first-teamers for sure. 2-2 to Sapp. Does a good job. Poke that one out in the outfield. The outfielders are converging. And Allstatter comes on to record the third out. Wauseon avoids the early error in that one. The Bombers go down.
Wauseon 8, Eden 2.
Bombers go down in order on that one. Lane Brandt back out on the mound. It'll be 8-2 as we head to the 6th.
Kissel.
So it'll be a pinch hitter. No, he's not a pinch hitter. I don't know why I thought that. Caleb Kissel, the leadoff man, hammers that one to short. Sapp not able to get there in time. Well-placed hit there for Kissel. He'll be on for the fourth time today. 2 walks, 2 singles for Kissel. He's having a good day for the Indians. Not sure. Oh, we forgot a pair of sunglasses. No. I think that's going to be the end of the road for Lane Brandt, maybe. No, I think he's still pitching. I think Corbin Chrisman just forgot his sunglasses, and Brian didn't want to waste the trip out to the mound. Give some encouragement to the left-hander. He's pitched well. Only gave up 1 run in 3 innings of work out here for the 4th inning.
The batter, number 8, Thad Reckner.
His 4th inning of work, that is. Giving up 2 hits and just a single run, not earned. Having a real good day is Brandt on the mound for the Bombers. That's in there, called strike 1. Reckner now at the plate for the Indians with a runner on first, nobody out after the leadoff single by Kissel. Breaking ball hit into left field. Klinger going to let that one drop in front of him. I think he could have made that play. Just didn't look like he gave the effort there to go up and get that one. I don't know if the sun sinking down maybe got in his eyes there, but just didn't seem like he tried to come up and catch that one. I mean, I understand if you miss it, that's extra bases.
Number 2, Braylon Miller.
Extra bases if he misses it, but you make a good play out there in left, get the team fired up a little bit. You know, you're down 6 here. Like to see max effort. That breaking ball misses inside 1-0. So technically will be scored as a hit, but definitely could have saw some effort out there. Runners on first and second, as that one's called strike 1, 1-1. Brandt seemed to work a little quicker here. He might have found his groove, especially that last inning. He looked sharp. Again, Wauseon up 8-2. We're in the top of the 6th. That one hit softly back to Brandt at first. He'll turn to first and throw. And we'll record the out. Good job there to field the position and retire Miller. They'll be 1 away. Runners on second and third.
Now batting number 32, Max Russell.
Russell 1 for 1, I guess you could say. Or maybe 1 for 3. He's reached all 3 times, twice on errors, 1 hit for the cleanup man for the Indians. Good chance here with runners in. All the infielders on the grass for the Bombers as he takes strike 1. Everybody's in. Trying to keep that lead at 6 with 1 out here. Brandt, high leg kick fires. Good job by Stance to block that one. Again, he's been phenomenal behind the plate so far this year. Really putting his body on the line whenever he can to stop. We haven't seen too many pass balls that he could have prevented. You know, there have been some, but they're just wild pitches. Good swing and miss there. Great pitch by Brandt to make the count 1-2. Seems like he's gained a little confidence out there on the mound. Good to see out of the young left-hander. Again, everybody pulled in on the infield for the Bombers. Job by Russell to foul that one back. We'll go again at 1-2. Now Brandt going to work from the windup. You think the Indians could probably break this one open with a good hit here. Big at bat as that one is pushed down the line and nobody able to get there in time. That one dropped in between Owens at first and Oberlin and right. Nobody had a chance on that one. So Russell working a good at bat here. The count stands at 1-2. Again, if he can get a base hit here, you're scoring 1, maybe 2. Fly ball anywhere in the outfield scores 1. Bombers trying to keep this game close. Brant fires. That one hammered out into left field. Klinger on to make the catch, and that good fly ball out there will score the run, but will record the second out. It'll be 9-2 now on the sac fly from Russell. He did his job.
The batter, number 1, Cale Albright.
So again, Russell did a good job of putting that one deep out there into left field. All the Bombers could do was make the catch and throw that one in. So it'll be a runner on second, 2 away for Albright. He hammers that one down to first. Good job by Owens to get it. It'll be a foot race to the bag. He's out. Christian Owens, great diving play there to glove that one, and it ended up being a foot race to the bag, won by Owens on the diving attempt. So Bombers give up just one there. The score will be 9-2 as we head to the bottom of the 6th.
Leading off for the Bombers to the bottom of the 6th, number 4, Braden Worley.
Cleanup man for the Bombers in Braden Worley. He's 1 for 2 on the day. We'll get them started here in the bottom of the 6th inning. They're chasing that 9-2 lead against the Wauseon Indians. That one fouled back behind the plate. It'll be 0-1. Look ahead for the Bombers. They travel down south to Edgerton tomorrow in an important seeding matchup. Got to think the winner of that one's probably going to get home field advantage here in the tournament. As Worley watches a good breaking ball there, he'll be behind 0-2. And selection for the tournament is this Sunday, so stay tuned to the Facebook page, see where the Bombers are going to be at for the tournament. Worley down on strikes there. Watch that one. Good pitch by Sherman as he's still out there grinding for the Indians.
Now batting number 3, Corbin Crispin.
And the rest of the week, next week for the Bombers, they travel to West Unity on Tuesday. Join us for the one broadcast for sure of the week against Pettysville as Corbin Crispin sends that one into the outfield. Blocking the sun is the left fielder. And Cale Albright makes the catch. So quickly, 2 away for the Bombers.
Now batting number 27, Caden Stance.
As I was saying, we will be broadcasting Thursday's game against Pettysville here at G. Ken Adams Field. First pitch, 5 o'clock. And then we're still looking to see what Friday looks like. Kind of some conflicting information. Stance takes that one, ball one. Game Changer says one thing. Poster schedule says another. We'll get that one confirmed. Check Facebook this weekend, early next week. Stance ropes that one into the gap. Out to left field, so he's aboard. Good hit there by Stance. Good to see him finding a good hit.
The batter, number 14, Lane Brandt.
Thought we might see a pinch runner, maybe not. Yeah, so watch the Facebook page Sunday, maybe early Monday. As Brandt ropes that one out into center, not going to be deep enough, and that one is caught by Allstatter to record the third out. So maybe some defensive changes for the Bombers.
6 innings in the books. Wauseon 9, Eden 2.
Maybe the Bombers coming up here. As I was saying, check the Facebook page as far as Friday's schedule goes, but we'd love if you would join us Thursday for the live stream against Pettysville. Update on this game, it's 9-2. We're headed to the 7th. Wauseon leads it. Gonna see, no, Lane Brandt still out on the mound, so we'll be back when our players are ready to go.
Leading off for the Indians in the top of the 7th. Number 24, Maddox Schneider.
So the Indians trying to add to that lead here as we've reached the top of the 7th. They lead at 9-2 as Brandt fires that one in there. Just missed outside ball one. A defensive sub for the Bombers is Wyatt Wheeler comes in to replace Zane Oberlin out in right field. So Brandt now kicks and fires. That one fouled softly back over the backstop. It'll be 1-1. Bombers have, other than that second inning, they've held this game pretty close. A couple errors in the top of the second led to 6 runs scored by the Indians. Other than that, it would be a pretty close game. Brandt keeping this one a game as he works the 2-1 count. That one fouled back. It'll be 2-2 now on Schneider. Yeah. Nope. Schindler. Is it Schneider? It is Schneider. Sorry. Can't. Two names very close together. Hard to read off their backs. That one ripped down the third base side. Fair ball. Gets past the diving attempt of Corbin Chrisman, but it'll be just a single for Schneider. Wauseon done a good job of getting the leadoff man on quite a few times.
The batter, number 9, Jack Allstater.
I think That they've started with the leadoff man getting on more often than not in this one. Breaking ball there, called strike one. Indians have scored their 9 runs off of 9 hits. The big thing in this one, the 5 errors for the Bomber defense have been costly. That one, golf swing, gets out to the batting cage, foul. It'll be 0-2 on Allstater. He is 2 for 3 so far in this one. And Bombers need to clean up that defense. Just missed the outside corner there. Great placement by Brandt, but does not get the call. It'll be 1-2. He deals here, and another one ripped foul down the right side line. We'll go again at 1-2. Nobody out here, and top of 7. And pitching has been pretty solid for the Bombers all around. That one hammered into right field. That one gonna be back at the track. That one's gone. Over the tall right field fence. Jack Allstetter with a 2-run shot. Gonna bring the lead 11-2 on the deep ball there. Left-handed hitter, good piece of hitting there. Pulled that one over the short field, but the tall fence out there in right field. Feeling that one had a chance off the end of the bat. That one hit pretty hard.
The batter, number 13, Rico Vasquez.
So the 2-run bomb makes it 11-2. That one misses a bit inside. Ball 1. Not much you can do, but watch that one if you're Brandt. It's a good hit by Allstatter. That one fouled back. 1-1. So in all likelihood, Jack Allstatter, that would have been his last at-bat of the day. He went 3 for 4, a triple short of the cycle. Definitely hard one to get a triple. I don't think we'll see him pending a great comeback by the Bombers here in the bottom of the 7th. We probably won't see Allstatter again at the plate. It'll be 2-2 or 2-1, excuse me, on Rico Vasquez. He holds off that one. He wanted to chase there, but good discipline to hold off. It'll be 3-1. Not mistaken, this is the 5th inning of work for Brandt. That one popped up and stance. No chance there as that one gets over the fence and out of play. So the count will move to full. I think that's one thing Wauseon has done well today is battle in their counts. I mean, a lot of 6-7 pitch at bats. They've done a good job of working the Bombers pitching here. Brandt deals. Half swing, check swing, foul ball there. We'll go again at 3-2. Nobody away, 11-2 your score here in the top of the 7th. Brandt with the payoff pitch, misses outside, ball 4, as Vasquez will be aboard his 2nd walk of the afternoon. Got a pinch runner, it looks to be. Cedric Taylor in to run for Vasquez.
The batter, number 23, Lane Schindler.
Bombers just trying to keep this one close game here. Give themselves a chance in the bottom of the 7th. Brant deals. That one popped up in the infield. Carter Stanky going to come on. No, he dropped it. Throw it to second. That one gets away from Brant, but he'll have time to throw that one to second. That should have been infield fly, maybe. I think that one probably should have been infield fly. No call from the umpire. Nab the lead runner, though.
Now batting number 4, Caleb Kissel.
Was in an awkward spot, too. Carter Stanky seems to play pretty deep at second base, typically. Maybe just a couple steps off of the outfield grass, so maybe that's why he had trouble coming on. Maybe he didn't read that one great off the bat, thought Brant was going to take it. That would have been a tough play for Brant. He would have had to backpedal off the mound. Then it ended up being off the glove of Stanky, but able to record the out nonetheless, so no harm, no foul there, as we'll still have a runner on first. It'll be a 2-0 count now on Kissel. He's had a stellar day for 4 on base so far. 2 walks, 2 singles as he takes strike 1. Brant rocks and fires. They're going to call a balk on that one. I don't know if he didn't come set for a full second there. Doesn't look like we're going to get an explanation on that one. I didn't see him twitch there. I think that one might have been a timing thing. He just got in a groove there trying to work fast and didn't come set all the way. We'll assume that was the right call there from the field umpire. As that one is fouled down the right side line, we're out of baseballs. It'll be 2-2 on Kissel as he tries to add to his great day at the plate. He's got a runner on second after the balk. 1 away here. We're in top of 7. Brant deals, cut on, high fastball there, fouled that one out of play. Again, Wauseon hitters doing a good job of going deep into the count here. Seems like we've had a lot of foul balls. A lot of good at fighting off pitches. Olds through 60. Brant's thrown 73 pitches in this one. So definitely a high pitch count day for both of those guys. As that one hammered towards short. Good hop there. Favorable hop as Sapp gloves it. Throws it over to first for the second out of the inning. That one just bounced off the mound perfectly to just hop into Kyler Sapp's glove, and he's able to collect that one. Throw it over to first to retire Kissel.
Now batting number 8, Thad Ruckner.
This will be Thad Reckner. He's 2 for 2. Sorry, 2 for 4. As Brant now working from the windup, runner able to advance to third. As his first pitch misses outside for ball 1. Leave Schindler, the runner, down there at third. As Brant again misses upstairs. Ball 1. This might have been his longest outing of the season. Not sure what he got up to pitch count. He went 5 innings against Fayette. Not sure what the pitch count looked like there, as that one was a run rule. That one's hit hard but fouled down the third base line. Over 75 pitches for the left-hander. I would have to say this is probably the most work he's seen so far this season. And he's pitched well. You know, he's given up 4 runs, I believe. Just maybe 2, 3 of those earned. Yeah, I believe 3 of those earned. But, you know, against a tough opponent like Wauseon, that's a good day. So it'll be 3-1 now on Thad Reckner. 11-2 your score. Bombers trying to get that last out. That's in there, called strike 2. Full count now on Reckner. Brant trying to get out of this one. Keep your score where it is. Hope your bats come to life here in the bottom of the 7th if you're the Bombers. 3-2-2 now from Brant. Good pitch there, and another good job to foul that one off. Klinger ranging over there. I think that one got out of play. Might have stayed in, but pretty far foul. No chance for Klinger out there and left to get a hold of that one. So we'll go again at 3-2 with 2 away here, top of 7. Indians trying to add to that lead. Good pitch there. Gets past Chrisman at third. Will score a run. Good base hit there between Sapp and Chrisman to keep the top half of the 7th alive here for the Indians. So Thad Reckner tallies his 3rd hit on the day.
Now batting number 2, Braylon Miller.
Miller at the plate with a runner on first, 2 away, as he takes a good strike. First pitch there from Brant. And late in this one, Bombers trying to get that last out here in the top of the 7th. That one's popped up in the infield. Carter Stanky, that one's right to him. He makes the grab to end the inning. Bombers need to bring their bats up this time. It's 12-2 as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. We're here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Bombers trail 12-2, looking to do something at the plate here. Take a look at the Bomber pitchers, what they did today.
Leading off in the bottom of the 7th for the Bombers, number 12, Wyatt Wheeler.
So Wheeler a sub in to hit for the Bombers, but Corbin Olds started the day for the Bombers. He went 2 innings, gave up 4 hits, 7 runs, 5 of those earned, walked 3, struck out 1. Lane Brandt did a good job coming in to keep this one a ball game. He went 5 innings, gave up 6 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned, walked 2, struck out 2. So, you know, I mean, you got to keep in mind you're playing an NWL opponent here, and both those guys being younger, I think they both pitched pretty well today. As Wheeler takes that one off the back, he'll be on with a hit by pitch. And again, yeah, those guys, I think they did a good job on the mound. Another guy having a good day.
Number 25, Zane Stull.
Another guy having a good day on the mound is Camden Sherman. He's went the distance in this one, only giving up those 2 runs to the Bombers. He's struck out 3, walked 3. Zane Stoll coming into the game as a pinch hitter for Carter Stanky. He takes ball 1 upstairs. Again, this kind of reminds me of the Fairview game. This one got out a little more out of hand, being 12-2. But, you're playing a team that's in a much higher division, plays a lot more competition as Stoll ropes that one down third base side foul. But I think they've played well. I mean, you had the big 6-run top of the second inning. Mainly that one was on errors. We had 6 errors in the field. Clean those up. This is a different ball game. I don't know. It might be 6-2 rather than 12-2. But Zane Stoll trying to keep the Bombers alive. He faces a 1-2 count here with Wheeler on first. Breaking ball, cut on, miss, strike 3. Stoll down on strikes. Bombers 2 outs to work with here.
The batter, number 5, Corbin Olds.
Olds, leadoff man for the Bombers today in the absence of rated ball. He's walked, struck out, and reached on an error. A little bit of everything. Looking to tally a base hit here. He pokes that one out to right field. Camped out under it was Schindler and records the second out. Bombers now down to the last out of the game.
The batter, number 20, Christian Owens.
And Bombers played well. Not the result you want to see, but they've played good baseball. Just got to clean up the defense. I think that has been the Achilles heel of the Bombers here late in the season. So Owens watches a breaking ball for strike 1. You can't say enough about the pitching staff for the Bombers. Nobody's getting beat up too bad at all. I mean, we've faced some great hitting teams, and pitching has done well as Christian Owens fouls that one off. Couldn't get the bat out of the way. So he'll be behind 0-2. The hitting didn't really come alive for the Bombers. That's been decent, but, I think if we had one thing to focus on heading into our last week of the regular season, it'd definitely be the defense. Breaking ball called, strike 3. That'll end the game. Christian Owens goes down looking. Your final score, 12-2.
Your final score, Wauseon 12, Eden 2. With the loss, Eden's record drops to 9 wins and 8 losses. Bombers' next game is tomorrow, 10 o'clock at Edgerton, with the JV game to follow at 12. Have a safe trip home, folks.
So thank you for joining us all here today. Bombers in action again tomorrow in Edgerton. Please join us next Thursday for our next broadcast game at home against Pettysville. Thank you all for joining us. Bombers move to 9-8 as they fall to Wauseon. Final score, 12-2.